what's up? I'm Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we are going to be opening the Transformers Studio Series Dark of the Moon Hatchet. It took long enough, but we finally got it. Number is 117, even though initially it was meant to be 94, because this was actually part of the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, until they decided, let's not do this. And then eventually they did actually release the figure, and yeah, we kind of needed it, because in the first wave we had Crowbar, so it didn't really make sense. I mean, we got Crowbar, then we had Crankcase, and then nothing for Hatchet up until now. So, but I do like that side render. You can see the back of the packaging, you can see the official GM thing, you can see the guy right there, you can see the robot in the alt mode, the robot render that we all know. Let's go ahead and open it. By the way, this is not a review, this is an opening video. The difference is, this is kind of like a first reaction, not an actual review. Usually I open these from the bottom, and usually that's easy, but because the cardboard is much thicker now, not so much. Also, this is part of the last wave to have backdrops, and isn't it funny how it's one of the first backdrops as well? Anyways, we've got the white sheet of doom, and we've got the instructions now in blue. And I think that's because maybe this was meant to be an exclusive, or were they all blue? I don't remember them being blue. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself. But you can see proof that this was meant to come out earlier because it's got 94 at the top there. Also, it has a Predacon logo on the instructions. That's really weird. That's 2 typos in a row. They even... The funny thing... Yes, my voice cracked. They even say Decepticon. Not just the logo, Decepticon Hatchet. I don't know how that happened, but okay, there he is, screaming in pain for some reason. I don't know. And there's the backdrop. I believe this is one of the first backdrops. I think it was SS03 that had it. Anyways, let's go ahead and cut this open with crappy scissors that I just managed to pull. I could have got the better scissors, but I didn't want them. I want these scissors. So, let's see. These things are broken at the side here, too. Let's see. We could probably just drag this out. It's very spiky, so it's going to scratch on the cardboard. But there's his tail, which looks like a handheld weapon, kinda, at the same time, because it's got the rod right here. So I'm curious to see if a figure will be able to hold that. And let's see. Can we just pop this guy out? He's got 2 things of cardboard right here that's getting in the way. But yes, we have Animal with a pop-off thing right here. Oh, it's one of those side panels that always pop off for these dreads. Which, yeah, I'm probably going to have to glue that in place. But I'm curious to see if that is the exact same piece from the old ones. Or if this is a new piece and it still has the same problem for some reason. I can't seem to tab that in. There we go. I tabbed it in. Fold those over so that they can latch onto place at least. And let's see. I didn't like the feeling of that joint. It felt like it was going to crack, but I guess not. That joint looks weird to me. Like it's going to crack right there, but I don't think it is. Okay. Anyways, he's got little paws, which is good. Let's see, fold down the legs and fold those back like so. And now he's more animal than man, which is kind of weird for a Decepticon, but I guess not. I guess it's also not weird. Opening jaw, it's a little loose, but I actually don't mind that. It can rotate, which is very cool. And you can take this, and this is supposed to tab somewhere in here, I think. Is that it? I think so. This is supposed to fold up, and then I guess this goes... Is that as far down as it will go? I guess so. Anyways, there is Hatchet. Yes, I will lower the camera. I will also zoom out. Oh no, I won't. That's as far as it will zoom out. But I've got some other Transformers to compare it with, because finally, after so long, we have deluxe class figures of the Dreads. Now, I know there is a Crankcase repaint that's just Crowbar, but I do have Berserker with me, which is the actual mold that it should have been. And they all look really good together. Yeah, they should have used more gold, but whatever. And if you don't like that, my friend Justin Yates did make a custom to where it actually has the more accurate deco. So I like that, you know, because it's got the gold, it's got the proper black. So either way, these all look very good together. Quality-wise, they're not the best figures, even way from the beginning. But, oh, and one other thing I wanted to check before I drag them out is I wanted to see if you can actually get them to hold. Yep, you could get them to hold that. So I guess it is a weapon after all. It's a really stupid weapon, but okay. It's just the tail. It's parts forming, but I guess they wanted to do it for the sake of, yeah, sure, it has a weapon, it has an accessory, you can't say otherwise. Articulation is probably very fine, but I want to focus on the transformation, and I want to do this without looking at the instructions. Another cool thing about this is I actually just got, who was it? It's Q recently. So that took the slots of 2 Dark of the Moon characters that I never got in Studio Series and the original line. Because Q was very exclusive into the Takara line, I believe, because it was one of the later figures, so he didn't really have a good release. And then, ooh, I don't like, it feels too stiff. There we go. And then Hatchet only had the Cyberverse toy. I have the Hatchet, but the reason why I don't count it is because it's not the proper scale. So it just looks very weird with everyone else. Fold that up. Fold in the hand. Also, I've watched a review last night for this, so... you can bring up the paws. Oh, wait. It does have a clip hole inside of there. Yep. Technically a weapon, I guess. I don't think he's going to charge like that, but I guess that is technically a weapon. Alright, fold those in, and then close the mouth. Close your mouth, Buster Boy. And I'm just going to bring these up for now. What you're supposed to do with the weapon, notice how I didn't pull out the instructions, is you're supposed to tab this right between the dreads, which is probably going to be a nightmare. It's probably going to pop off multiple times. There we go. And then these are supposed to come down, and there are tabs to where that will lock into place. I can see the tabs. There we go. And that just keeps coming off, doesn't it? I am definitely going to glue those in. See what I mean? I'm just going to attach those first. Listen, I bought Hatchet, but I didn't say he was going to be that good. Alright, let's go ahead and tab that right back in. I believe it's supposed to go this way. There we go. And then bring those in. And let's see. Close this up. Oh, wait, nope. It has the same back kibble as all the others. There are certain parts that are the same from the other guys. And that's supposed to close up. That's supposed to open up. And let's see, how are we going to do this? There are 2 little tabs that will line up. And of course, that pops off multiple times. That's popping off too. It's really hard to find the tabs for that. There we go. I just lined everything up and was like, okay, sure. If it's tabbed in, it's tabbed in. If not, I don't care. Let's see. Oh, there is a tab that overlays here. So that is completely off. I'm going to have to pop that off and bring that back in because I don't want to dislodge everything from this toy. Come on. Come on. God, why are they making this difficult? I literally took it away from the camera just for a second and then it snaps back into place. Ugh. Anyways, this is supposed to fold up. These will tab to the side right here. I guess I could have just transformed some of the other ones while I was at it, but yeah. Oh, okay. That is just going to collapse in on itself. It's on a very very weak hinge, I guess. But that's supposed to collapse there. And then for the easiest part, this will tab into place. Kind of, not really. It keeps sliding out. So that kind of sucks. Anyways, there's Hatchet in his alt mode. And you can definitely tell that it is reworking a lot from the previous ones, because it even has the tab holes for the side panels right there. But I guess that's an indication that yes, it is the same piece. But it doesn't carry the Decepticon logos on the side. Is that because they decided to make him a Predacon? I don't know. It almost looks like there's a sticker right here for that circle, but no, that's just weird molding, I guess. But yeah, alt mode is, fine. The transformation sucks, but the robot mode is okay. Not as good as it could be. Yeah, it would be better as a Voyager, but I mean, look how compact that is. Even with all the kibble, it would be a disaster comparing him next to the other Dreads. So I get why he's a Deluxe, but just for the sake of the robot mode, kind of wish it was a Voyager. Anyways, with that out of the way, I think you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun dudeheads, and I'll see you guys next time.